ECI? This is Josh Morrison, the one and only, the shaman of sexy, the guru of greatness, the ECI delight, the modern day messiah, and this week's guest host of Oblivion, week 6. I thought we had a great week. Everything went pretty well. I had one little issue with the roulette wheel, and the whole revealing blasphemy as the winner. What had happened is, it'll probably happen on this video too, but you might be able to tell, you might not, but the video and the audio are not in sync together. And what happened was, when I tried to upload the video on YouTube, it got up to 99% and then it said failed. So, feeling like Fresco's career, I had to just roll with it, I guess, you know, like he does. But I thought it went pretty well. I think we'll do it again. When more people are involved, we can have more participation, a better wheel, and things a little more organized. It was just a first time thing. You know, things don't always turn out the best the first time you try it. But it was just an idea I had for a long time, and I figured, why the hell not? Let's see how it goes. So let's jump right in here. This is my desktop. The gates to the Palace of Wisdom. The alternative entrance to the Batcave. None of you have been here. None of you ever will. Some of your moms have, but the only other guy besides me would be Mr. Scotty Notepads, the current ECI Undisputed Champion. So, I'm going to go right to the questions here that I saved from you guys. Some people sent in. The first question is, what are your future plans? At this moment, my plan is to destroy Fresco. I want to send him to hell. I want to beat the shit out of him. I want him gone, out of ECI permanently. And who is your next opponent? That kind of that coincides with my future plans. However, the only other thing that I have in my sights as a competitor, I mean, I've done a lot of things. I've been champion. I've won Money in the Bank. You know, I participate in Insult Mania. The only other thing that I really have yet to do is become Grand Slam champion, and that's really what I want to do. I think that will just make my career, put my career up to that level that, you know, Scotty is, and Convict, and I think I've come to that point, and I've surpassed that point. I actually thought I beat Wrestling 101 in that match. And there's been a whole lot of bad judging, in my own opinion, and I know a lot of people don't agree with the way they're judging. I like the way that it's being judged anonymously. However, I don't know, I guess their taste is a lot different from mine. The next question is, what makes S&M the greatest ever, and what gives you guys the right to say that? Well, the answer is in the question itself. It's S&M. Scotty Notepads and Morrison, the greatest ECI tag team of the 21st century. Of all time, as a matter of fact. We've held the titles multiple times. We've demonstrated in our singles matches that we are a force to be reckoned with, and that nobody, no stable, no group, no tag team, no one single man can ever stand up to S&M. Our accomplishments speak for themselves. Our titles speak for themselves. Our promos, every time, it's 100% perfection. And that is the essence of S&M. And what gives you guys the right to say that? Well, need I say more? You can take almost any guy. You can add the whole roster, and most of your accomplishments do not even equal mine or Scotty's, much less combined. Moving on, next question. Why do you hate Fresco so much, and what are you going to do to him at Insult Mania? I hate Fresco because Fresco is a follower, not a leader. He talks a lot of shit, but he's not yet to back it up at all, period. He never has, he never will, because he sucks. His formatting, his paragraphs, his grammar, they suck. They're shit. His insults, I really don't even think they're good, and I don't think he's improved at all. He's just very uneducated, ignorant, and stupid, and he's a white suburban rapper who I automatically hate, regardless of if you can rap or not. You can't. I beat you in a fucking freestyle, for God's sakes, and I hate rap. I like old rap, but I mean, as far as the new shit and what he does, and I've seen his videos on YouTube, he fucking sucks. And, you know, I'm just telling it like it is. I mean, that's my own personal opinion. I don't know, there's just something about the guy that pisses me off. I can't stand him. I can't stand his pictures, his face. He's just so fucking, he tries too hard, way too hard. And that's my thing with Fresco. So, what makes Scotty such a great figure in this business, and what would happen if he left or disappeared? Scotty is a great figure in this business because he started at a time when PWF was just taking off. We were about to come into the ECI era. I was here maybe a couple weeks before he was. And me and Scotty both came into the business right when it was about to take off. And me and him are two different competitors aside from anyone else because, you know, admit it or not, we changed the way that you guys insult. Or you guys call them novels, and I call it fuck you. But, I mean, does it really take that much time? It takes me 10 minutes to come up with a post. I mean, I guess most of y'all can't think on your feet like that. But if you just take a few minutes to pre-write or whatever you need to do to get the post, I don't think it's that big of a deal. And the whole your mama one-liner jokes are dead. Faded out. They're not, you know, we need to evolve here. And that's what the wrestling business does all the time. They evolve. ECI evolved. We came from the Piper's Pit, you know, where you just air out your aggressions on other people, and look what it turned into, you know. But getting back to the question, Scotty was, without a doubt, one of the main guys, if not the main guy, who you could say that the success of ECI weighed on his shoulders. He carried it for a while. Him being the general manager, I think, was one of the best things to ever happen for ECI because matches were being organized, things were being done, and you know, I think it's starting to get like that again with Rob. Rob is a very good GM. Leon's been doing really good. I know he quit, but I mean, I think he should reconsider and come back, and if he's not going to be a GM, at least he can help, or, you know, I think Leon has very good ideas. But if Scotty were to ever leave, you know, I hate to say it, but if Scotty left, I think that would be the end for Morrison too, because without S&M, without one or the other, it just doesn't work. And I mean, I guess you can say that ECI failed on the main site because I left. You know, it makes sense, doesn't it? I left for a year. I was gone from here for over a year, and look what happened. ECI lost its main site. The ratings dropped. You know, and when S&M come together, it's just magic. It's nothing compares to it. You guys, our name is synonymous with ECI. We created the forefront, the backbone. We support ECI on our backs, and we are the headliners. And not to say there aren't other people who did the same, but S&M is a well-known name. It's a household name. People know it. So if he was to disappear, I think that would be the end of Morrison, the end of S&M, and pretty much the end of ECI altogether. Who is the real Batman? Yeah, this is a question I get asked a lot too, and the only thing I can tell you is we both are. There's two Batmans. There just has to be, because we're both the main character. As in the story of Batman, the story of ECI, there's no supporting actor in this group. We're both lead roles. Your thoughts on if Morrison will ever defeat Scotty, and what happens, and if that happens, what happens to S&M? Will you fight at Insult Mania? Morrison has not defeated Scotty one-on-one, and I know hearing that puts a smile on Mr. Notepad's face, but I have beaten you in a fatal four-way. It was me versus Notepads versus Raven versus Inferno for the Undisputed Championship and Tag Team titles, and we all know how that turned out. I came out on top. That's, I have to say, without a doubt, besides the first ever main event with me and Scotty, where we faced off for the Undisputed Championship to unite the ECI title and the heavyweight title. That, of course, will always go down in the history of ECI as the greatest match today and my favorite match. But second to that, I would have to say that the Fatal 4-Way would be one of my most, to me, my greatest moments in ECI, is because to me at that time, us four were the main event. You know, at that time, you didn't see a headline or a top match without one of us in it. Inferno was great. Raven was great. And Scotty, you know, me and Scotty, just awesome. I mean, what else can you say? I think, I do believe at this point in time, besides the compliment match and what happened with that, I'm pretty confident I could beat Scotty. It's just a matter of time, and the matter of time and place and setting, and but I think the next time we square off, it might be a different outcome. I know he likes to think different, but like it or not, Mr. Notepads, Mr. ECI Undisputed Champion, you haven't faced me in a long time, and I've improved a lot more since you've faced me one-on-one. And if that happens, what happens to S&M? Well, the thing is, like I said, there is no supporting actor in this group. We are both the lead roles, and if he has the title, I'm happy, I'm content, and vice versa. When I held the title for as long as I did, or 83 days, he was happy for me. And it's about, we're not greedy in S&M. We share the lead role, we share titles, it's a brotherhood. That's just why nobody else could ever join S&M, because it's just us. It's two guys who laid down the what's the word I'm looking for? You can say the platform, the layout, the groundwork for what ECI is today. And I thought about the other day, how long have we been doing this? Since 2008, and here we are at 2011, and we've been doing this for years. And I'm proud of everyone who's stuck around, who keeps coming back. There's a few people who have personal things going on, but it seems like everybody, if they leave for a while, they usually tend to come back, and I think we've done a good job with the way things have gone and turned out. Everyone thought ECI was dead, but it came back, proved everyone wrong. Will I